I'm Julia Ebel. I'm glad to have a chance to share a story with you today. And I'm going to start by sharing a little poem about a ladybug. I like ladybugs. I hope you do too. Tiny ladybug, round and orange like a pumpkin, but small, so small, with tiny secret wings. The book I'm going to read will have a ladybug in it. It'll be small, very small, so small. But it does look a little like a pumpkin, doesn't it? Orange, round. Well, you might also see a squirrel in the book. Keep your eyes open as I read. Gray squirrel with a fiddlehead tail, curly tail. Gray squirrel with a fiddlehead tail sits up in a tree, gnawing away at a hickory nut and throwing the shells to me. So I'm going to read the book Pumpkin Pumpkin by Jeanne Titherington. I see some pumpkin seeds there. I brought a few pumpkin seeds. That one's kind of small. Some are bigger, but you never know what happens if you plant a pumpkin seed or if you don't. Jamie planted a pumpkin seed, and the pumpkin seed grew a pumpkin sprout. If you look very closely, you might see that little ladybug on the pumpkin sprout. And the pumpkin sprout grew a pumpkin plant. And the pumpkin plant grew a pumpkin flower. See a butterfly on it, do you? I have butterflies like that in my yard, swallowtails. And the pumpkin flower grew a pumpkin. That pumpkin is little and green. And the pumpkin grew. Now it's getting orange. This is my favorite page. I always wanted to be that child with the frog. And grew. Look how big it is now. That little mouse. And grew. Until Jamie picked it. There's a squirrel. Then Jamie scooped out the pumpkin pulp and carved a pumpkin face and put it in the window. But he saved 6 seeds for planting in the spring. Now, one year I went to the pumpkin patch here at the church and I got several pumpkins, some different looking pumpkins. Some were orange, but some were not. But I saved some pumpkin seeds and I didn't plant them. Actually, what happened on those is I put my pumpkin seeds out in the garden after I had taken them out of the pumpkin in the fall, not in the spring. And I really forgot about them until spring. And guess what happened? I got pumpkin plants growing, lots of pumpkin plants. And by fall, I had lots of pumpkins. And those are my pumpkins that I had that year. Sometimes I actually save the seeds and plant them on purpose. And sometimes I just toss them out. And I think those grow the best. You might want to save some seeds and see what happens if you put them out in your yard. Thank you for letting me share a story with you.